I cooked them up.
Yeah, I did.
That was.
I ain't gonna front.
Spice.
I ain't gonna front. Shaq's boys be getting. Yo, Shaq, all them. Your boys be getting chefed up in there.
Yeah, I feel like
I did them a couple times. Shaq, my man's up.
Nah.
Shaq. What's the homeboy with the braids?
Yeah, with the box braids.
Yeah, the box braids.
Yo,
Wait, dog still light skin.
Light skin.
He look like the Rocket Power dude. He like the Rocket
He look like Otto.
Otto, yeah. He look just like him.
I called him D'Angelo Russell the other day. He was like, everybody call me that.
D'Angelo Russell.
Short D'Angelo Russ.
Hold on, but why they said they cook them up? Like they said so confidently. Like they said, yo, yeah, we just came in and cooked them up. I ain't chef up. I ain't chef up somebody in like 2 weeks. Out of shit. I played ball yesterday. I was looking bad, bro. Triff make it seem like he got the whole starting five Knicks on this team. Like,
you know we do.
We got Alonzo, we got Triff, we got Xavier.
No, the Roses produce, man.
Roses get busy.
That's the top. That's the big three right there,
the
bro.
The Roses produce, man. You know you can. You know the vibe, bro. You know we do. Let me introduce this podcast. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Rose Above It. I'm T.Rose.
It's your boy Love.
And we got, my bad. I stepped on you. My bad. Yo, and I got I got my young boy, my little bro in the building today. He gonna help us out.
Sir.
He gonna help us out and be our little special guest today. You know what I'm saying? What's good, y'all?
It's popping, baby.
Chilling with Shaq.
What's good, Alonzo?
It's good. Oh man, here
How's it going, bro? How's it going, bro?
What's good, big bro?
Not much, man. You know, just talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk to me nice during this podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I ask. You know, you trip, brother. You know what I'm saying? Trip be real disrespectful on him.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? He be hallucinating sometimes.
Never.
Sometimes he says he don't say things, and he does say things on previous episodes. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna keep that on the low keys.
All right.
Shaq be over here lying and meat riding.
Just low key.
You know what I'm saying? He be lying. First of all, before we get to Shaq's a flake. Number one.
Man, here we go.
Yo, boy, we were supposed to hang out last weekend. First of all, I went out with P and Dens, and I ain't gonna front. Amazing time. Mm-hmm. Had good fun with them. Nice clean fun indictment with them.
Big facts.
Good cool with the boys, but in the group chat, we like, yo, let's all meet up, you know. Shaq usually the one that try to like.
Here we go.
When I came up to 6 o'clock in the morning, yeah, it was a good clean fun. So y'all went 6 a.m.
Oh, this is hot.
Listen, oh yeah, we could do this. We could do this live on tape.
Black men don't cheat. Charlamagne the God says black men don't cheat.
Yo, what is the yo? Talk about.
You wanna come sit? You wanna go sit?
Nah, I'm talking about. This is my question. This is my question. This is my thing real quick. I don't understand why, if you are in a comfortable, loving relationship, right? Mm-hmm. Why do women always feel the need to, like, my thing is, I'm not your son, I'm your man. Mm-hmm. So why are you trying to put a curfew on when I come in the crib? Hold on. Listen. Listen, we live on a podcast.
I'm gonna have to give him my mic, man.
You know what I'm saying?
But I do. Trust me, I get it and I dig it. Like when you come in, when you got a lady and your lady at the crib, you should definitely. I got you. We should definitely. Son, this is the point of a podcast. We go back and forth with this. We let each other speak. So I understand when you have a lady, right? It's a respectable time to come in the crib, and I dig that and I respect that. I hear that and I feel that. But when you out with your boys and y'all out, first of all, New York places close at 4.
Big facts.
So when you leave at 4 from somewhere, what's the first thing most of the time you do with your boys?
Go get food.
You go get food.
That's a big fact. That's all you need.
Get food. And when you get food after that, especially if you were supposed to be the designated driver, but we know how that works out when everybody drinking. But when you are supposed to be the designated driver and you want everybody to get home safe, then you got to make sure everybody get home.
Get home safe. Yeah.
So if you think that when things close at 4, you're gonna be home by 4:20, 4:30.
Superman.
Realistically, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So ladies, I just need you to understand that when you're always making assumptions about where your man is, a lot of the time he's doing the responsible thing, and you guys need to respect that.
I feel you. Hold on.
You don't got a mic, so I don't. I'm just gonna say it doesn't sound good on the podcast when you in fall. So maybe next episode when we have a mic on that side.
He ain't getting no ass.
I'm giving you the Nicki Minaj treatment right here. You can't respond.
If your lady comes home at 6 a.m.
Come here. If you're gonna do this, come on
You might just come
because the people can't hear you.
All right, I got you.
That sounds crazy.
I got you, Lou. I'm gonna get you. Hold on.
If your woman comes home at 6 a.m. from a night party and with her girls, and says she's been here since 5 o'clock, but she fell asleep in her car, and she walks through the door at 6 a.m. How are you going to feel?
I'm gonna have a bed waiting outside for her.
Exactly.
Waiting outside. Right the stairs.
Alonzo. Hold on. What you doing, Alonzo?
Yo, if your girl come in at 6 a.m.
She said she went out with her girls partying.
That's okay.
Yo, time out.
It's okay.
Listen,
But what's the scenario though?
I'm gonna give you the scenario.
Hold on.
I fell asleep in my car. I was here, babe.
That was exactly what happened.
I fell asleep.
So I dropped. So to give context, people. So I did come in. She said if as a woman, if your girlfriend came in at 6 a.m. and she said she was outside the crib and she was sleeping in the car, what would you do? I hear that. But the scenario was I was out. I'm telling the truth. I was out. We was drinking. I ain't gonna front. I wasn't supposed to be drinking and driving. I dropped P in Den's home.
PJ, don't you say a word.
Listen.
Don't you say a
we
word.
could do no.
PJ, don't you say a word.
Go ahead. This good. This is open dialogue.
PJ,
This is open dialogue.
You better not say a word. PJ. Yeah, exactly. That's all you do. That's all you do.
Tell the truth.
Lonzo already said enough over here.
Nah,
you keep it above.
Yeah.
There's no
It depends
need.
on the scenario.
There's
though.
no
Depends on the
need.
scenario.
Guys, there's no need for me to lie in a situation where I'm not lying.
But don't.
So what I'm saying is, I dropped them home. I pulled up to the crib at like 5:15.
Yeah, we know.
I knocked out in the car for like 45 minutes.
That's cool because you was drinking, you know.
That's enough time for you to do a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah, you can.
I mean,
but what I'm saying is, it is time for men to. That's what happens when you make accusations. But when I'm saying, I'm telling the truth. Now my story ain't changing. My story ain't never gonna change. I'm telling the truth.
So we're not gonna talk about Lou's brunch though.
Thank you. So ladies,
on the other hand,
thank you. So Shaq,
I got you, bro.
Man,
I got you, bro.
So when you
shake it, baby. Shake it, baby.
This is what I'm talking
I
about.
want to hear the scenario.
Shake it, baby.
So see, not to mention when I went out with them, I went out kind of late, late-ish.
Yeah.
So, but when girls go to brunch at 10, 11 a.m.
What time did you come back, Trev?
And come back 8, 9, 10 p.m.
That's crazy. That's crazy because the brunch
now is
like
no issue. Brunch was done at 4.
What? Hold on.
Brunch was done. Yeah,
that's different.
But what I'm saying is different. Brunches that's different. But you see the double standard.
Yeah, for sure.
You see the double standard.
I see it.
That's a longer day. That's a longer day. Anything can happen just because the daylight's out.
Anything. That's like
the daylight's out.
Now you start
Right.
drinking, you wanna. We gonna turn it up. We gonna keep turning up.
That's Sunday though. So what you gonna do Sunday? What you doing Sunday, Lonzo? Let me know.
Church.
Yeah.
Church.
What did your mom tell you was the only thing open after 12 o'clock?
Was the only thing open at 12 o'clock? I don't know, but I've been out till crack dawn since my mom told me that.
What's open after?
Diner 25.
I don't know about chicken legs.
Come on, man.
Wow.
Chinese chicken wings is good too.
Big facts, you know.
This is the lonely legs I began.
Y'all niggas.
How the food be tasting that brunch, Lou?
I don't know because I was drinking them in what? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, see, we ain't.
I got you, Trip. Shake it, big baby.
Yo, I ain't go front. Oh my gosh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. The bucket boy over there. Yo, Shaq is getting buckets tonight, baby. Is what I'm talking
baby.
about. He came to
When
play.
you say I gave you a curfew, I'm not giving you
Yo,
a curfew.
listen. You're going too deep. You see why, ladies?
Hold on, let me ask you a question, Lou.
What's a respectable hour?
Yeah, what's your
It's not. I can't tell you. I don't know.
Yo, you see what?
I don't know when you're not.
Oh my God! If you see, and this is time out, men, gentlemen. I know you guys probably can't. Excuse me, ma'am. We're doing a podcast. The people can't hear with you. So what I'm saying is, so time out. So what I'm saying is, this is perfect. You hear what the question? You hear the question you just asked?
Well, what
he just asked? What's a reasonable time for a guy to be in? Mm-hmm. And you know when you ask girls things like, time out.
I already know where this is going.
Just like if you ask a girl, it's just just like when you ask a girl what do they want to eat, is never a simple answer.
That's just the worst.
It's
the worst.
What time is a respectable time? There is no answer.
No answer.
I don't know. I'm not your mother.
I'm not your daughter. Last time I checked, I only have one dad.
If you ain't gonna tell me, then I'm coming home when my night's over.
Yeah.
But I can see where Lou's coming from.
Nah, I get it.
But hold on, Chip. I see where Lou's coming from. For the matter being, she don't care what time you came home. She only feels like it's sus that you slept in the car. That you said you slept in the car.
But time out. But here
came in at 6.
But
and you had a whole hour.
But here is the details that I'm missing from the whole story. The whole time I was out, I was texting her my every move.
Oh, that's different.
Yes.
It's not. But no, I'm just saying.
That's kind of different.
But on a regular,
texting me like, hey babe, I'm not doing that right now. I'm drinking right now. I'm just chilling. I'm chilling.
Oh my God.
One drink and it'd be like 6 hours later. He'd be like,
Yeah.
But time out. But that's from drinking. That's from drinking. Oh man,
that do sound like
Nah, but it be like that too when you don't see people for like a little while, or when you reuniting with people. So it do be like, damn, like I'm gonna just come out for a little bit, and then you end up enjoying your time.
I appreciate the text. That's fine. I appreciate it because I especially don't want you to go the whole night without like not texting me nothing. Like I get it.
I appreciate you for appreciating.
So
This is just.
what's your curfew?
Come home. It's not a curfew. Shut up, Alonzo.
Oh shit!
Shut up, Alonzo.
I got a curfew there. Yo, I got no curfew, man. Yo, let me tell y'all something.
I'm weak right now.
For the people tuning in this, there is no curfew. You know, but
hold on.
We'll be in at a respectable time.
All right. I got something to say though.
All right, what's up?
So I gotta understand, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's no curfew when you go out. You even go out with your homegirls, you go out with your homies. Like, I feel like it's no curfew because at the end of the day, you're both grown to be like, all right, like, you know, grown enough. And if you've been in a relationship longer, you should be like, all right, like, go out, have fun, hope you have fun. That's it. Like, you shouldn't be like, oh, like, I'm gonna be home by like 3 or 4, or I should be home at this time. It's just straight to the point. Like, yo, hope you have fun. Just let me know when you get home.
What you say? I'm coming home at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Where you staying?
I think that's dragging it. That's wild dragging it. That's wild dragging it.
That's when the bed would be on the staircase for
8
her.
o'clock is 2
Oh,
hours.
Well, I feel like if it's lit, if you're lit,
That means you slept somewhere.
Yeah.
You had to have slept somewhere.
Alonzo.
8 a.m.
I feel like Alonzo's kind of like
You slept somewhere.
going into the draw right
You know
now.
what? Time out, ladies and gentlemen. We have a podcast that we have to
8
see.
a.m.
We're 15 minutes in and we didn't cover not one
Not
topic.
coming out one time.
Let's get it.
That's
Let's get into this. Let's get into this.
Yo,
We didn't cover not one topic. Thank you.
Trip hot right now.
I'm editing this part out.
We ain't talking.
He's like, all right.
This won't be on there.
Damn, babe, what you got?
You know what? My Instagram about to be hitting after this. Everybody gonna be in my DMs. Curfew.
Yo.
Curfew.
Man.
Nah, look. All right, cool.
No curfew.
Let's get into it.
All right.
Let's get it together, y'all. Let's get it together.
Back.
We need to get some, you know, our name up so we can fucking start going on tour, podcasters. But anyway, so NCAA. Let's start with the NCAA with the Rich Paul rule. For those of y'all who don't know who Rich Paul is, Rich Paul was an NCAA he's an NBA agent, and the NCAA is trying to, let's say, get rid of him from being an agent. They were trying to. Rich Paul has clients like LeBron, Draymond Green, Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins, Ben Simmons. So these are all people that he represents.
Right.
NCAA started to, mind you, Rich Paul doesn't have a college diploma. He doesn't have anything that, you know, when you think of an agent has. So NCAA mandated that agents have to have a bachelor's degree. They have to pass an exam in Indianapolis, where the headquarters of NCAA is, in order to represent NCAA players. The reason why they are trying to do this is because Rich Paul has been getting athletes to sign with him and has been finding them other routes besides NCAA to get to the NBA. For example, there's players he has that's gone overseas for a year that come to the league. There's other ways, other means than the NCAA, because to keep it real, the NCAA, all it does is it really takes advantage of the athlete.
Absolutely.
So all the promos you see of NCAA basketball, all of the jerseys they sell when they had a college basketball game, all these things, everything that you see from NCAA, the players receive nothing of that. Legally, nothing. And if a player was to get injured and blow their knee out, they get nothing. They're not insured. When college players go to the NCAA, people forget there's such thing as insurance. If you get hurt, you're not insured. If the team doctor, they try to help you as best as they could. If you can't play, guess what? Your scholarship goes to somebody else. So NCAA tried to insert a Rich Paul rule. So do y'all feel like, first of all, do y'all feel like is the NCAA wrong in trying to instill that rule?
Nah.
No.
I just feel like right now, like, I feel like, I don't know, like with Rich Paul, like it's different because Rich Paul been in the game for like so long. Like, why now? Like, even so, like, it's been there for a long time. Like, I feel like it's no boundaries to like go towards your dream and goals. Like, I feel like that's what Rich Paul is doing. It's just like, and just to summarize what he said is just like, you don't really need to take a test or, have certain requirements in order to like, do something that you want to do. Even if you got a bachelor's degree, that should be enough to say less. It's just, you have basically the best clients, and if they stop him and just be like, listen, Rich Paul, you gotta take a test before you do any more, scouting. You gotta take a test or whatever. Like, I feel like that's ridiculous because it's obvious that he's doing a hell of a good job with LeBron James. He's doing a hell of a good job with Ben Simmons. He's doing a hell of a job. You see how much Ben Simmons and Draymond Green got signed for? Mm-hmm. Draymond Green got signed for $100 million extension. Yep. Ben Simmons got signed for over $100 million extension. And we're not going to talk about Anthony Davis. So it's just like they all making stacks. And you see other players that's making like little, that's doing a really good job in the NBA and putting up buckets but getting paid less. And you know why? It's because they're agents mostly.
They would not make this rule if Rich Paul was white. If he was white, they wouldn't make this rule. I feel like anything that a black man is succeeding, they try and throw more obstacles at us for us to try and overcome. So it's a stupid rule. At the end of the day, and also NCAA is still trying to make money. So I think that they still want everybody to have to go that college route. They don't want that to end.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. If I'm NCAA, I'm throwing this rule in too.
Nah.
If I'm NCAA, I'm throwing this rule in too.
Nah, because we all know what you really trying to do and what's your goal.
And they know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, like it's just like you see like someone that's taking over like the scouting game. Like, we really didn't know anything about sports agencies until Rich Paul came in. Like, we did not know any others like agents, sports agents in the league like that except for Rich Paul. I don't know about y'all, but Rich Paul is someone that stand out to me because it's just like he's doing things that other agents that's not doing. Other agents will look at other teams in their player and be like, okay, this person is offering like $60 million, but this other team is trying to sign you for $40 million. We're gonna go there for the $40 million, and you know what I'm saying, we're gonna try our best to see what's gonna happen. You're gonna win a chip or something. But Rich Paul actually looks at the overall aspect of things. LeBron, wherever LeBron want to go or whatever he want to touch, Rich Paul give him the green light. Anthony Davis, same thing, green light. Draymond Green, green light. Ben Simmons, green light. Like everything that they really want to do, Rich Paul has no problem with, and Rich Paul will let them know like this is the pros and cons to the situation. I don't think the other agents will point out the pros and cons to other players.
Well, that's why if I'm the NCAA, I want this. If I'm NCAA or NBA owners, I want this rule to go through.
Why?
Because number one, Rich Paul gets most of these kids out of 1 year in high school or sometimes before. 1 year of college or before they go to high school.
Okay.
And he's getting these players. You're getting the best talent to go elsewhere instead of my league, right? Mm-hmm. So that's number one. Number two, if I'm an NBA owner, I'm happy. I would want it to go through because look at who he represents. Now you have LeBron, DeMarcus, and Anthony Davis playing teams. You're giving the players power to control their destiny.
Yeah.
And as an owner, I'd be like, fuck, damn, like I don't want that. I want to be able to finagle like, oh no, you're going here and you're going here. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Rich Paul is empowering players to be like, yo, if that's what you want to do that.
Yeah.
If you want to play there, play here.
Yeah.
They have to pay you.
Why not?
But what college players need to start doing, and back to your point where you said race has to do with it. I do believe you. 1,000%. You know, and people will say like, oh, sports, race has nothing to do with it. Teams want to win. It's race.
The old black culture.
And if you look at basketball is a dominantly black sport. Mm-hmm. And NCAA is ruled by predominantly white men who are in that board. And so what I would suggest players being recruited do is go to these HBCUs. Go to these black schools that nobody ever wants to go to for athletics.
I really don't think that has nothing to do with it, though.
You don't think so?
No. I feel like it really has to do with the agencies, and it has to do with NCAA. Because at the end of the day, it's like you think about it like this. It's like at the end of the day, agencies they look for money as well. So at the end of the day, whatever team the player is signed to, they get somewhat of what they're getting.
Yeah, but I do believe these white agencies were running things for a very long time. You let anything go as far as being an agent then.
So let me ask you a question. Why Carmelo not signed?
Why Carmelo not signed?
Man, man.
Well, I ain't gonna front. They doing the Carmelo
filthy.
Yeah, they're doing to him what the NFL is doing to Cat.
Basically.
Running him out.
In a way.
So where's the agent at?
I don't know who Carmelo Anthony's agent is, so I can't tell you. I can't tell you what. Maybe he does need to change agents.
Whoever's Carmelo's agent,
it's horrible.
Suck it, because he sucks.
Because
he sucks.
Melo's still better than a lot of players that are in this league.
More than half the players in the league.
Hold on, Triff. You telling me that the Atlanta Hawks can sign Vince Carter to another year, but you telling me they can't sign Carmelo to a 1 year team?
And that's crazy.
Something's not adding up.
It's nuts. Melo used to be. People forget. Like Melo's gonna be in the Hall of Fame regardless if he comes back or not.
When he was in Houston, you know what's crazy? In Houston, he wasn't really that awful. Coming off the bench, he even said in first take, he said, "I don't mind coming off the bench. It's just that you let me know that this is my role. Don't make it seem like, oh yeah, we need you, and you will make a huge difference on this team because at the end because." Then he would start to think like, okay, like you need me. Okay, you can put me in the starting five. I'm getting minutes. But if you tell me like, you know what, Carmelo, you know, you're not a bad player. You know, we need you to put up some points off the bench. Okay, cool. So this way you let him know like what you need from him.
So the way they treat Melo is crazy. Mike, I don't know why he went to Houston because You know damn well Mike D'Antoni does not like you.
I really don't think that's
he does not. Mike D'Antoni, I seen it from day one how it was gonna go. I seen it from day one. He ran Mike D'Antoni out of New York. You don't think Mike D'Antoni's gonna run you out of Houston?
Nah.
Yo, once he got there, everything the media played out the rest of his career so far. Everything that they say, it goes. Oh, Melo should come off the bench. Mike D'Antoni brings him off the bench.
Shaq's got his thinking face on.
Why?
Damn, this really the
you lose. So you lose Trevor Ariza, right? And you lose Mute. You lose a couple big pieces. You bring in Carmelo.
Yeah.
Would you not want him to play a bigger role, or do you want him to come in and play? Oh, just be a small role.
Come off the bench.
Come off the bench and do what? Give me at least 15, right?
Not even 15. I
The
expect you to
disrespect.
give me 10 or more.
The disrespect.
He gave you 10 or more.
The disrespect was that they had James.
They really did. He really didn't, though. If you really
He
think about
gave you
it.
10 or more. He gave you 10 or more.
No, he did not. No,
He gave you 10 or more.
No, he did not. If you do research, he did not average 15.
Shaq.
No, he did not.
Shaq.
Trust me, I looked at Houston games.
Shaq.
I'm a Chris Paul fan. Let me tell you something.
Shaq. Here's my question.
I'd rather have Carmelo come off the bench and give me 10. Carmelo was giving me 3 points one night. Then he'll give me like 15 the next game. Then the next game
Shaq,
he'll give me like 2 points. Then he'll give me 10. And then sometimes he wouldn't even score at all.
Put him on a team without Russell Westbrook or James Harden and see how he does.
No,
don't do that.
Every time I think Shaq is gonna be on my side, I'm gonna give Shaq a 5 for a good podcast. He always knows how to just change my mind. Bro, look, every single time, it never fails. Like every time, like yo, Shaq is so good this podcast.
First segment,
here we go, baby.
Yeah,
Here we
buddy,
go.
right? Uh-huh.
You turn into Chris Paul and James Harden real quick. Listen, what I'm saying is, look who started over Carmelo Anthony, Shaq.
Who?
James Ennis.
James Ennis started over. He know he didn't even.
You know about that boy, right?
Who is he?
You know
James Ennis. You know that boy.
Who is that?
You know him.
Shaq. You know he didn't.
Yeah, you don't know him. He's definitely on the Sixers now, but we're gonna talk about that later.
Shaq, you know he only averaged 6 points per game, right?
Okay, but you know he's a wing shooter, right?
Shooter win.
Nah, change subjects. I'm out.
Shooter win.
He's not a shooter. James Ennis not a shooter.
James Ennis is a
James Ennis is not a shooter.
Has James Ennis averaged over 10 points in his career?
Hold on.
Him
So you
saying
telling
James
me-
Ennis is a shooter is like saying Shaq got a throw right now.
So hold on. Let me ask you a question. So Kamal's a shooter?
He has a
Yeah, he's a
He
shooter.
can shoot way better than James
That
Ennis.
boy was building a house with them bricks.
He's an all-time.
Yeah, he's
He's
an
an all-time. He
all-time.
was. Keyword. He was an all-time scorer.
Shaquille.
He went to OKC. What did he do in OKC? Flop. That's what he did.
Let me tell you something.
Flop. And then what happened when he went to Houston?
What happened with OKC now?
Listen, Carmelo scored more points than James Ennis in one season.
But Carmelo, first of all,
What?
Carmelo was scoring this is the same thing I was telling you. Carmelo was scoring at least the highest I seen him score in Houston was 24. He had one good night. Other than that,
he had 27.
All right, yeah,
Listen,
27.
listen.
What he do?
27.
But
Shaq-
hold on, let me tell you. One time he scored 27, but the all nights he scored less than 15.
Shaq.
Granted.
I will never talk ball with you again. Let's move on.
Granted.
Dust.
I will never talk ball with you again. Let's change
Smoking
subjects.
bad marijuana.
So if y'all heard about the NFL, that the NFL is I know NFL's partnering with Jay-Z for social justice issues,
That's a fact.
and he's also the producer for their Super Bowl halftime shows, which is dope.
That's super dope.
But
What's Kaepernick?
But my thing is this not hypocritical?
It is.
Is this not hypocritical?
It is.
All the last 2 years we've been preaching about is don't watch the NFL.
Yeah.
Don't give it any ratings. And then all of a sudden now, Jay-Z comes in and he's like, all right, cool. Like I'm working with the NFL and I'm gonna do the half. Let's not forget how much Travis Scott how much noise he heard for doing that performance.
Mm-hmm.
How many negative things people had to say for him about doing that performance at the halftime show.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not forget about this. Is it hypocritical because now all of a sudden Jay-Z comes in and says, I'm partnering with them. Now is it good for everybody to watch football again?
Nope. Even though I root for the Patriots, shout out to Tom Brady.
Shout out to Tom Brady,
You
of
got
course.
me.
Sure, the GOAT.
Tom Brady.
Greatest of all time.
I'm not even going to dignify that with the
Yes,
answer.
sir.
But is it hypocritical? It
is. I mean, like, at the end of the day, we all ask the same question. Everybody that's curious as I am, where's Cap?
I think that we just lost the main issue of not watching football.
But he has a chance. He got a lot of power in his hands. He has a chance to change all that. He has the chance to. What if they're able to kneel now without getting fined?
Then that's.
What if they're able to do that?
Well, my thing is this.
To express our
independence.
Exactly, our independence.
Yeah.
Well, my thing is, you're dealing with the league who the whole last 2 years you've been trying to explain to this league that, hey, kneeling has nothing to do with veterans, it has nothing to do with the NFL in a negative way. It's our way of protesting police brutality against black and brown people. Peacefully. And I'm using my platform, and you, which is my league, which is my employer, I'm doing it here so to show solidarity and the power of you, NFL, of you guys are paying attention. In the last 2 years, you didn't care. You didn't care enough to say, you know what, my employees feel this way about something. I'm going to allow them to show how they feel.
You know, I'm sorry to cut you off, Trey. You know, I love Hov. You know, I love Jay. Like, you know how, like, you know, most females, they like Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Even though she overrated and all, but we can get to that topic a little later. But I love Jay, and I feel like, you know, what he been doing lately with the Khalif Browder and with, you know, even supporting Meek Mill and, you know, with his collaboration with Dream Chasers, I feel like he has all the power, like Alonzo said, like he has all the power to, you know what I'm saying, make things equal again. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, everyone has like they have their own opinion, they have their own independence.
I don't buy it. Before
we get off track, I want to get back to what you said of 2 years we went and they didn't care. I wouldn't say they don't care. I would say more like they don't understand. People fear what they don't understand. So they don't know our struggle, and it might take a while.
I don't think that they don't understand. I think they understand clearly because the last 2 years we've been telling them what it's about. I don't think they care. And I say I don't think they care because they do, just like when political powers, people running for president, all of a sudden, when you realize viewers have been going down for the NFL the past 2 years, and you realize the majority of these players playing are black, and you realize a lot of your viewership is black, and you realize, the popularity of the sport is going down and the popularity of the NBA is coming up. Why? Because of these social issues. What do? I reach out to a popular black guy to say, hey, I need to get more black people to watch this. So they go out and get Jay-Z and they say, hey, now we're caring about social issues. We're going to try to do this now. You know why? Because money is what makes the world go round. Yeah. They're losing dollars and they say, yo, all right, black people are an asset when it comes to this.
Of course.
Yeah, that's what they're an asset. Let me get Jay-Z and let him try to reel the blacks back in.
But you got to understand, Jay has a different mind. Like, and we all know Jay have a different mind. Like, he's not the type of person just to sit back. Sometimes he do that and he just sit back and just do whatever. He just chills. But, like, lately what I've been seeing from Jay, I've been loving it. I've been loving what he been doing to the community. I love what he been doing music-wise. I love what he been trying to spit in his music. Like, it's all jewels. Like, you cannot listen to a Jay song and not want to go outside and get a rap.
I think on this football one,
he's a smart
he got something up his sleeve.
Man.
I think he got something up his sleeve.
He definitely got something up. Something that he's going to get out of it.
For sure.
My thing is, if I cared about social issues and I cared about that as my league, the player that I have been keeping out of the league, Colin Kaepernick, if I'm going to work with somebody who's actually doing things, not saying Jay-Z isn't doing anything for black and brown people, but somebody who's been really out here getting it on helping black and brown people and caring about social issues, why not go and work with Cap? Why not go with the guy who got you in this in the first place and say, yo, we were wrong the last 2 years. Yo, we're going to get it right, Colin. I want to bring you in and I want to say, yo, come, I want you to work with the NFL because we're missing something.
I think Tripp is kind of salty with Jay-Z because he took up Kyrie and Kevin Durant instead of the Knicks.
Nah, I'm not.
I am.
Listen, I think he really is.
I am.
Because Jay had something to do with that. Because Kyrie Irving signed the Rock Nation. And we all know Kevin Durant signed the Rock Nation too, so I think you have some
No, it has nothing to do with that.
I think you got some pain in this.
It has nothing to do with that. It's just Jay. That you have to understand. People think social issues. I don't. Yeah, I know. No, listen. It's still Knicks tape regardless. But what I'm saying is, people only care about social issues when it's convenient for them. Especially people with money. Not all, but a lot of people with money treat social issues like it's a fad. Like, it may not be Jay-Z and Meek Mill. I'm not talking about them. I'm not talking about just them. Because they are actually people who are doing something. I'm saying most people, these NFL owners, you don't have one black NFL owner. They don't care to understand. Their their pockets is full. They don't care to understand. But guess what? The popularity of the league's going on now. There's other football leagues coming up. That's what you see on House of Highlights and ESPN. You're like, yo, it's football leagues I never even thought we had. That we do have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And all this is coming up because guess who you're losing viewers.
And why they losing viewers? NFL got a lot of viewers.
The Super Bowl has been the lowest rating in 30 years last year. The lowest Super Bowl ratings ever in the history of NFL.
Shout out to the black community, though.
But I'm gonna say something, and I'm gonna keep it real trilly on this. But it's not they lost a lot of viewers, and I don't think they got rid of cap because it's just like, oh yeah, like you got to think about it as a business perspective, and once you're in business, you don't think about one race. You think about all races, whether you black, white, Spanish, Asian, like all that. You got to think about all the races. So once you do something like that, and then everyone's giving you like, oh, I'm gonna stop watching NFL, I'm gonna stop doing this and stop doing that, you're gonna be like, all right, now I gotta come up with a way to satisfy this type of race. Or even if a white person did something like that insults blacks, like you're gonna be like, oh, I have to do something now to satisfy them. It's an all round, it's a whole different race. It's a whole ethnicity in America. So it's like I'm just talking about business perspective, because at the end of the day, you said money, cash rules everything around me. So it's like,
so you think people care about the ethnicities of other people? I genuinely don't think companies do.
I think because the thing about it is it's gonna seem that way because at the end of the day, you have social media, you have other things that's gonna boost it. But at the end of the day, if you're running a business trip, and let's say like one of us, like we on the podcast, we talk, and we say something that insults, like let's say it insults the Latino, trannies, or even Latino
transgender culture. Community. We're gonna be responsible. Transgender, not the transgender, LGBTQIA. We don't want no smoke.
See, just that.
We don't want no smoke.
So they don't like trannies.
Oh my, we don't want no.
That's a bad word.
Hold on.
It's transgender.
Transgender. Yeah.
Transgender. The transgender community. Oh, you got to be responsible. You got to be responsible. Yo, this is a progressive podcast. We are good. We love everybody.
Right, like in the low.
Our guest is a little ignorant. He don't know.
I thought that was just a short way of saying it. Is that really insulting?
I mean, I wouldn't go up to somebody and say, like, would you go up to somebody and be like, hey, Negro boy?
No. I say, hey, nigga, boy, but
but all honestly, like, let's say, like, in the podcast, we said something that is so Latinos, and then you got a whole comment box like, yo, this so forth is gonna stop watching your show because of this. We're gonna stop watching your show because of this, and you get wild comments off of that. So you telling me you're not gonna find a way to improve something to make the Latinos more comfortable to watch your show?
Well, hell no.
Listen. No. Let me say. You said hell. No, yes. First of all, my thing is, if I insulted somebody without knowing I did, I would automatically be like, what I said was offensive. I apologize, and I'm going to learn from it, and I know not to say this anymore. But my thing is, that's not what the NFL did.
We just asking for a peaceful protest. Like we don't need to be satisfied.
That's the thing.
You don't gotta satisfy me.
Jay-Z did talk to Cap before.
No, I believe it. I'm not mad at Jay-Z for taking the position.
That's a smart decision.
I'm not mad at Jay-Z.
To me, I think they might be like partnering up together.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
But this is my thing with the NFL. I'm not mad at Jay-Z for stepping in saying I want to be better, want to help you guys with social injustices. I'm mad at the NFL for not going directly to the source, which is Kaepernick, and saying, yo, let's do this together. You went to the popular black guy and said, I want to work with you because you're a popular black guy.
But
Cap has money.
No, he don't. He don't got Jay-Z money. But damn sure don't got Jay-Z money.
That is my point that I'm making.
Damn sure don't.
My point, and thank you. My point is they care about dollars and how much they're generating.
Of course, that's
they
a business.
don't care about the true source of what's going on in the NFL. The injustice. They don't care about that. That's not what they care about.
But that's not their lane, Trev. You gotta understand the NFL is a
the
sports
NBA does
business. It's a sports business.
The NBA is a sports business.
They breathe, talk. And that's it. That's football. If it's not football, we don't want no parts of it. It don't have to be black pride, white pride.
Majority of the best players in your league are African American men. You have to care.
That's a fact.
You have to care.
But to say that though is like if you know what you're getting into, then why sign a contract?
But my thing is because these people have kids to feed. The same reason why people who are working on R. Kelly was doing what they was doing. They got families to feed.
That's a fact. But
I mean, not saying that they right for it.
But you, at the end of the day, you know your lane. You know your lane. You know you get into to play football, talk football, and that's it. You don't have to go to the media and be like, oh, this is what I'm doing. Even though I'm not saying, okay, that's a wrong thing for Cap to do. But Cap knew what he was doing from the jump. He knew this is going to be a protest that it has to be outside of football, not inside of football.
But I don't think that he thought they was going to have the result that...
Oh, he has to know. He has to know. Ain't no way in hell you're going to tell me that you went into that and not expect the results that you got. You can't tell me that.
Listen, we gotta wrap this up. But my thing is, all I'm saying is that I understand why people still take the contract, right? I work for a communications company. I don't like Fox News. Everybody knows that. They're Republicans. Not saying I don't like Republicans, but it's a conservative company, and they're very to the left about certain things that I'm to the right about. Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying is, if they offered me a job and it paid me $200,000, and that's way more than I'm making now, mm-hmm. I'm not gonna say no if I have a family to feed.
That's a fact.
If I have a family, I'm not going to say no. I'm going to say, you know what? I may not agree with everything you do, but I do have a family to feed, and I'm going to try to represent my beliefs as best the way I could through this company. So when players sign in the NFL, I'm not mad at them. I don't knock them. But my thing is the NFL should care. Most of your players are African American. Well, most of your good players are African American. Not saying there's no white players that are good. But my thing is, if they just all stood together, I never understood why they just all band together and all the best players on a football team, all the African American players, be like, "Yo, we're all gonna kneel." You can't suspend this all. If you do, you're definitely gonna lose out. Because people want to see that. People ain't gonna watch a game with just those trash players. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. But
I stand with Cap. I understand.
We all stand with Cap.
We all stand with Cap. But at the end of the day, we, like you said, we all have families to feed. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it has to be that lane. You cannot step out of that lane and be like, all right, I'm gonna go into social justice. Let me do that after I play football and not do it inside football. Jay-Z is not that type of guy to be like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna be high key about this. He's more of a low key person and does things low key. So you gotta understand, he met up with Colin. And he was like, yo, listen, like, I'm going to do A, X, Y, and Z, and we're going to get you back in the league. I really believe that Jay-Z's going to get Cap back in the league. Mark my words. If it's not this year, then it's next year.
We got to see. And I got to wrap this up real quick because I know Shaq's curfew hitting. So I got to get this real quick.
Curfew's hitting.
Yeah, the curfew man.
Wow.
Shaq curfew. So,
curfew man.
Yeah, we, of course, we at the Blue Door, 13 Riverdale Avenue. Always, y'all come check it out. Definitely dope artwork here.
Open mics
every last Friday of the month. Children's workshops on Saturdays. So come through, bring your kids. It's free events. Open mics are fire, man.
Don't let me hop on that.
I hope I ain't gonna front. It's dope. I didn't think I was into open mic like that till I came like a couple times. So I came a couple times and I actually really enjoyed myself. And it's a great place for creators to create. You know what I'm saying? It's a great place to come and just escape the craziness that's going on in the world. You want to come in here, check out some art, a place to escape and just be able to draw, paint, do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Write, do whatever here.
Into your creative mind.
Yeah, get into that creative zone. This is a perfect place for it. It's intimate. There's people here that are willing to help you if you want help with your art or if you want feedback from it. There's people here for that, and it's a beautiful place. Shout out to Julie for letting us get the place. Shout out to Philly. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely a place where the youth of Yonkers need to be. You know what I'm saying? So get off the streets, get in here.
Yo, Trip,
get somewhere positive, man.
Ask a question.
What's up?
What's your latest curfew on the weekday?
I smelled the bullshit.
Yo, you stopped my whole rhetoric to ask me.
I smelled the bullshit.
I just want to ask you that one question.
You said weekday curfew?
What's your weekday curfew?
I don't have
weekday curfew.
Trip looks like
12 o'clock.
Trip looks like a 2 o'clock man. He look like a 2 o'clock type kind of man.
12 o'clock the latest.
Yo, let me tell you something. There is no curfew.
Lou be doing the math. She be like, all right, you got out.
There is no curfew. Yo,
got my man. What?
Talk about. Yo, P, how many times Shaq made plans and he'd be like, yo, Shaq, come on. I can't do it tonight, boys. Next weekend. Look, I'm with, Shorty. I'm with Shorty. I don't know. I ain't trying to have no issues. I don't want no smoke. Yeah. Nah, I'm off this. We off this, man.
We off this.
Thank you guys. Arrivederci. Another episode of Rose Above It. We signing off. Peace.